Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Dial It Up. Today we're going to be talking about title characters. So title characters is a new effect that was brought into the game in Deadpool and X-Force. For those of you out there that have played Magic the Gathering, these have been dubbed the Planeswalkers. It's pretty much the same effect as a Planeswalker in Magic. It works the same in Heroclix, or at least very, very, very similar. However, for those of you, like me, who have never actually played Magic, I'm going to go over what these characters do. So first and foremost, when you are adding a title character to your force, you are only ever allowed to have one. And that is between your force and your sidelines. So you can't have Merc with a Mouth on your force and have Doctor Strange Earth's Defender on your sideline. You're not going to be allowed to do that. As of right now, those are our only two title characters, but we do know that we're going to be getting one in Thor. At least we're pretty sure we're going to be getting one in Thor. And they've announced that we're getting two in the X-Men First Class that will be coming out in February next year. We'll likely see one in Harley's Bombshells or Harley's Girls, Gotham Girls as well. So we're reading right from the card, title characters. The title characters have a special title character abilities indicated by a black book or a white book that let them gain and spend plot points when activating them. To activate a title character ability, give the character a free action, choose the ability, and then add or remove a number of plot points as indicated by the ability. Title characters may only activate one title character ability per turn. You may not activate a title character ability. If doing so would result in less than 0 plot points, title character abilities can't be countered or ignored. Title characters also have continuity effects indicated by the closed book that are always active. Continuity effects are traits that can't be ignored. Your force can't have more than one title character. Title characters can't replace or be replaced. So a lot of that is actually very straightforward when you just sit down and read it. But we're going to go over as it a little more in depth. So the title characters themselves, they do have abilities. It's going to be on their cards. I'll bring this a little bit forward. You're going to see this a little backwards. But I'll bring that forward for you guys to look at. I'll also put it up on the screen. And you're going to see abilities off to the side. The closed book one, passive effects. Effects that are always in effect for the characters themselves, can't be ignored. So this is just something that character does. It's really nothing new. These are traits. We know traits. We know what to do with them. They're just things that are always in effect for these characters. This is Merc with Mouth that we have right now. So he has two closed books. His first one, after clearing actions, if Deadpool Merc with a Mouth activated a title character ability this turn but didn't attack an opposing character this turn, deal 1 unavoidable damage. Pretty straightforward. Just follow what they do. Make sure you're being mindful of what your closed book abilities do. So the next ones we'll have are the black book or the white book. The black book are abilities that will add plot points, and the white books are abilities that will take away plot points. Plot points, it's just a fancy name for saying this character has tokens on its card. We've seen these effect a billion times. We have the Ha 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 Joker with his life tokens. We have Bane with his venom tokens. We have Dr. Octopus with his tentacle tokens. Putting tokens on a character and then removing them for effect is not a new thing for Heroclix. We know how to do this. Pretty simple, straightforward. We're gonna add things to them, we're gonna take things away. Again, this is effects that we've seen in Heroclix before. So, working specifically on Deadpool, because I didn't bring Doctor Strange downstairs, he has one black book ability, and that's going to add to his plot point pool. And it's called Having Fingers is for Weaklings. Heal Deadpool Merc with Mouth up to 1 click. Add a plot point, free action, heal 1 click. Straightforward. And then the white ability ones, they're going to be taking away plot points, so they're going to be a little more powerful. These are going to be the things that you want to work towards, the special abilities that you want to have go off. These are things that you'd find, like the Speed Force tokens from the old Flash set, where you have to make a certain amount of attacks, and the more attacks you make, you get these speed force and they get more and more powerful. That's sort of this thing. We want to collect these plot points for these characters to make these more powerful effects go off. So he's got one that's -2, one that's -6. The one that's -6 obviously does a lot more. I won't go over the specifics because I'm not trying to tell you specifically how to play Deadpool. I'm just want to go over what the title characters do. Now, each title character at the bottom of their card will say that they have a starting plot point number. That's how many tokens they start with. So, like I said before, the plot points are just a fancy name for what the tokens are called. You put, Deadpool starts with 3. You put 3 on his card at the beginning of the game. Black Book will add to that pool. White Books will take away from the pool. The pool can never be lower than 0. So if he has a -6 ability. So if he only has 3, 4, 5 plot point tokens on his card, you can't activate that ability until you have at least 6 or more that you can take away. Pretty simple. You can't take more plot point tokens than you already have on his card. You can only use these abilities once per turn. Once again, effects we've seen before. Only can use once per turn, can't use more than one. And then these abilities that they have, they can't be ignored, they can't be countered. You can't outwit them, you can't pulse wave them. These are abilities that are just gonna happen with these characters. That's why you're only allowed to have one per force and sideline, because they're kind of powerful. And then they're just gonna have their dial of abilities of what these characters actually do. They come in at different points. So far the 2 that we've seen have been super rare, so they might stay in the super rare slot because they're trying to make the higher value characters the more complicated ones. So we'll see on that. But from there, honestly, it's really straightforward once you just take a second to sit down and look at it. It's just tokens. These tokens allow you to do things. You have abilities that add to these tokens. You have abilities that take away these tokens. It's really no different than many other times we've seen these sort of effects. It's just now they're focused on one singular character or one singular character type, because this is something we're going to see again and again and again, where we're going to see these title characters show up. So once we know how to play them, we'll know how each one plays, even though they have different abilities. So that was title characters. Hopefully I did go over everything you guys need to know, but of course, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, just let me know in the comments down below, and see you guys next time for another episode of Da Da Da.